Hi, my name is Ted Cosgrove. I'm the head freshman football coach at Tam High School, a history teacher at Davidson Middle School.
I've been in love with football since I was a kid. Loved the game. Went to Stanford games growing up. My father's a Stanford fan, so we went to 2 or 3, 4 Stanford games a year. I played in high school, played a little bit in college, and in the 90s, I had a friend who was coaching at Redwood High School and was looking for coaches. So I joined him as his freshman coach, coached there for 5 years. I moved to the East Bay and coached at Mount Eden High School for 5 years. I coached Pop Warner a year. I was at 5 years at Terra Linda, and now I'm at 3 years at Tam High School with the fabulous freshmen we have here. My dad was a big football fan, and we kind of shared a love of that. He was a huge 49ers fan. When I was a kid, no matter where I was on Sunday, that 49er game was on the radio. My father never missed a 49er game, so that was an influence. Guys that I coached with, there was a guy in Mount Eden named Jesse Rodriguez, who was the head coach, who was a really solid football guy. Learned a lot from him. Just other coaches along the way. I've tried to always be a learner. No matter who I worked with or for, always tried to learn more football from guys. And one of the things I love about coaching is you never stop learning. In 20 years, I'm still learning new things about it. So, lots of influences. Sacrifices is kind of a large word. It influences my work time. I go to work. I go into my classroom on Sundays to catch up because I leave school to come coach. And a little bit with the family, oftentimes with my kids, although they're growing now. They know Dad's not going to be around a whole lot during football season, so they kind of make the sacrifices to, we'll kind of catch up after. I try and catch dinner with them when I can, but they've always kind of understood that. My wife was always great when the kids were little. It was a lot of time. Football season was Dad's time, so more family sacrifices than time sacrifices. What's not to love about football? I think it's an extraordinary game, although the safety issue has become a factor. But I've always found it's an incredibly unique athletic experience. And guys that I've coached that have played sports, it's not until they get a high school football field that they really understand how unique it is in terms of all of their other experience. My son played Little League baseball for 12 years, played basketball for 12 years. It wasn't until he played high school football that he said, that's the most unique experience I've ever had. High school science, it's exciting, it's fun, it's just a remarkable game, and I'm just fortunate to have been part of it for so long.